Hello everyone, my name is Grace.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Chloe.
Today we're going to be talking about farm safety. Okay, so today I'm going to be going over rope halter safety. Through most of this video, Kendall here, my spring calf, is going to be an example. Right now we're going to go over how to put on the rope halter. I know that I already have it on, so it's not going to be like a good explanation, but you're going to want to make sure that this rope here, underneath the bottom, is underneath her chin. This section here is over the middle of her nose, and this is behind both ears. If it's not put on properly, it'll be a good chance that she will get away. For a general rule of thumb, you want this part where you're going to hold the animal to be on the animal's left side. This way you can show off the animal's right side when you're in the show ring. A definite pinch point is going to be right here when you're holding the animal. If you do not hold her properly, then it could lead to pinching or rope burn. Rope burn happens when either your animal gets away or you're just not using a rope halter properly. So make sure you follow all these rules to make sure you stay safe. Okay, so when walking an animal, you want to make sure that your rope is not dragging on the ground. You want to make sure it is nice and confined to your liking. Everyone has a different liking, but you want to make sure that you will not have your rope wrapped around your hand. You will get rope burn that way, and you also don't want to make sure it's dragging. So follow me over to the tree here, and I will explain how to tie an animal. There's a butterfly. For tying an animal, more than likely you will tie it in the stall or around a post, but right now a tree will do. So you're going to want to make sure that the rope is around the tree. You're going to make an X, put a loop through here, and a loop through here. She will stay like this if you let her. Hey Grace, what's that spot on her face? That's actually a ringworm. Do you know what that is?
Ringworm is a fungal infection caused by parasites on the outer layer of the skin and is caused by skin-to-skin contact. When we properly don't wash our hands after entering and exiting the barn, this is how it spreads. Ringworm is a fungal infection caused by parasites on the outer layer of a skin cell. It is caused by skin-to-skin contact from people improperly washing their hands or going from one farm to the next without washing their hands. Ringworm is also caused by cross-contamination, going from one farm to the next without taking the proper precautions to keep yourself clean and healthy. Follow me to see how more ways you can prevent ringworm and cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is also caused when someone goes from one milk house to the next without properly washing their hands and washing their boots. Let's go to Chloe to find out how we properly do that.
When entering a milk house, you want to make sure your boots and your hands are thoroughly cleaned. To do this, you must wash your boots and then your hands. Next, you have to wash your hands. Count to 20 seconds. Make sure your hands are completely dry and then you're ready to begin your work.
The next topic we are going to discuss is fencing. Now there are two types of fencing, poor fencing and proper fencing. Proper fencing allows you to maintain your livestock, keeping them safe from predators and allowing them to roam freely and graze. Poor fencing, which is not shown here, allows the animals to escape and you have zero control over them. This is an example of poor fencing. It is low to the ground and has minimal wires.
All of the dairy cows here on our farm have the opportunity to roam freely in a great fenced-in area, such as this pasture behind me.
On our farm, we have a tie stall barn. This is when the cows are chained up, but it's very loosely so they can either stand or sleep very comfortably. These upside down V's are used to correct the posture of the cows while standing. In in our tile stall barn, we have feed troughs right here and our water bowls where our cows have access to feed and water 24/7. The water bowls are designed to not overflow. This is done by the cows pressing their nose against this little thing and the water will come out. If they don't want water, no water comes out.
These gates, as you see behind me, are called headlock gates. They are very old and will need to be replaced within a couple of years, but we're going to show you how they work and safety precautions to help yourself not get hurt.
So these animals are very friendly, so hopefully they, oh, see, she loves me. But right now, if you want to lock an animal in, she is locked in. You see this? This is over to the far left-hand side. If you want to release an animal when they are not eating and you want them to relax and have some water, just leave it over and let them go, and then they're free to go.
These are very old gates. They have very rusty metal on them, so anytime you are operating them or using them or touching them, you want to be very vigilant with your hands, not to cut them, and pay attention to what you are doing.
When switching the headlocks, you want to be careful and do not put your hand under the bar or else the cows can buck and get your hand smashed. Thank you to John and Margaret Baumgartner for letting us use their dairy farm, Loving Meadows.
We also want to have a huge shout out for all the dairy farmers and all the livestock farmers across Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for making it possible for us to just have agriculture and just let us learn so much about agriculture. It is such an honor to be a farmer's granddaughter.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you learned a lot more about farm safety. Make sure to also enjoy the bloopers clip next. Okay, so today my calf Kendall is going to be our prop. Right now I'm going to go over rope halter, nope.
Hey Grace, what's that on her face?
That's actually ringworm.
What's ringworm?
Ringworm is a parasitic infection caused by...
Hey Grace, what's that?
Fencing is very important.
It allows you to maintain where your animals, livestock, wander. It also keeps them, no.
Our farm, we have a tie stall barn, and this is where the cows are tied in with chains, but very loosely so that they can still lay. This upside down V is used to correct.
Oh, come on.
You're okay. Let's try it. This upside down V is used to correct the posture of the cows when they're
You want to be very vigilant with these old gates. They have a lot of rust and metal on them, and you want to be very vigilant with your hands to not cut yourself. Hey!